Hey everybody, how are you doing today? It is me, Mike Vanderpool. I teach visual communication graphic design here at Northwest State Community College. Wanted to give you a little bit of information about this coming fall semester and how our classes are going to work, at least today. Everyone, we're going to have to be able to adapt and respond to things that happen. We learned that in the spring. It's inevitable this fall that we're going to have to make some kind of shift. How drastic that shift is, who knows? So all I can do right now is provide to you the information that I have about how we're going to start off, what we're going to do if things go a little wonky, and how we're going to finish. So first things first, I teach all of the VCT classes. Now let's dispel a little confusion here first. It is the Visual Communication Graphic Design Program, affectionately known as VCGD, also known as design here on campus. Now, the VCT code that is part of your course number, VCT 103 for the intro people, all the other VCT classes, that is a holdover from the origins of our program, which is the VCT program at Bowling Green State University. So we are VCGD, Visual Communication Graphic Design, but our class is VCT 103 for the numbering. But please use VCGD and or design. Don't want to go into my whole spiel about my background, but I've been doing this a long time in a lot of different ways. Remote, face-to-face, online. This is all kind of my jam. So I'm excited for this semester because all of the things I've been working on for the past couple of years are all kind of coming together here and now. So first things first, this is our lab. This is A114. My office is right next door to it. This is where all of your visual communication graphic design classes will happen in this space. You can see I've got the lab set up here for approximately 7 people at a time. Yellow marks on the floor kind of give us some space to be able to make sure we're maintaining social distance. Front door will be open, except for when class is in session. This lab is open all of the time. You know, your classes, here and there, 1 day a week, we're going to meet for the majority of your classes. One of our intro classes is meeting 2 days a week. All your classes being in here. But any work that you want to do on lab and projects, all can happen in this space as long as campus is open and it's available. We'll also be doing some things here in this space for you to sign up and register for the amount of time. That way we can make sure we're maintaining a proper number of people in this space to meet the protocols put on us by COVID-19. This space though, we've got computers for you. Everyone's going to get their own individual computer, not to take home, but in the lab, that we can minimize some of the touching of various things. We also have duplicate monitors for you as well, if you need those. Whiteboards, all kind of good stuff. Closet for our equipment. This TV that I'm looking at over here right now, but I've got the camera over there. This TV is a 65er, 70-inch, whatever it is. That's going to be inside of our space, and that is how anyone who is participating in our classes remotely will be able to be a part of our live classes synchronously. I know some of you aren't comfortable coming to campus yet. I understand that 100%. I'm trying to design the program so you don't necessarily have to come to campus, but you will have to participate in class when class starts from 11 to 12 or whatever it is. You'll have to be on a computer and you'll have to be in Zoom and you'll have to be participating. Our program, more than anything else, is about sharing. Design, more than anything else, is about collaboration. If you can't collaborate, you're not going to be able to do this program. You're not going to be successful in this program. So we'll have that TV here piped into Zoom just like this, so I can ramble just like I'm doing right now in front of everybody, kind of sort of. May have to move the camera right if I'm over here. I even have a stool. Ooh, let me break out the stool. How does this work, right? This would be almost just like you're in class, and I'm going to sit on this and cause all kinds of problems, but it's warm in here today. All right, we'll get rid of that. But my desk is here. My office is there. This will be your classroom. This space will be open to you. Anytime that the campus is open, you'll be able to come in here and work as long as there's not a class or as long as there's not already the maximum number of people allowed in this space. All that stuff is coming. More than anything else, folks, we're going to get off started, hopefully face-to-face. That's the way it's looking right now. Again, things may change. If they do change, you will participate through Zoom. If you're not familiar with Zoom, don't worry. We'll actually help you get started with all of that. This should be coming to some of you in an email that's going to include some other information about other tools that we have to participate in class. Slack is a communication tool that we use. Each class will have its own Slack channel for communication. Then there's also a wider general channel and some other channels for communication within other people who are taking part in the program. We'll also want to make sure that we are prepared if and when the campus closes. So the way it works for us in the spring and the way it'll work if it happens this semester is you will still be expected to meet synchronously, same bat time, same bat channel, through Zoom in your course. If you don't have a good internet connection at home, if you don't have the computer, if you don't have the tools to make this happen at home, you have to talk to me now. The only way this works for any of us is if you're going to be communicating and if you're going to be active in solving some of your own problems and things that you face. It's the one thing I learned more than anything else during COVID was like, nobody's going to come save us. We have to take care of ourselves. And that's exactly what we did. And Pepsi Coke challenge, whatever you want to call it. We did a heck of a job last semester. Most of that was because our learners in my program stepped up. And we've got a great crop of second-year students who will be willing to help you out as long as you're willing to help them out and participate. So, lab time, assignments, remotely, collaboration, face-to-face, asynchronous, which means, not same place, same time. Synchronous means same place, same time. We will make it work. Now, I've made a decision, and the campus, larger community may get to this point, but for right now, I'm not sure if this is going to be your other classes, so I'm only speaking for our visual communication, graphic design classes. But I am not going to expect you to come back to campus after Thanksgiving. The final 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks of our semester is all working on our final projects and final presentations anyway. We will not be meeting at a regularly scheduled time. This lab will be open as long as campus is open for you to work on your things. By then, we'll have established a lot of the protocols for how we interact through Zoom and other technologies. So those final weeks after Thanksgiving, you will be on your own, on your own to work on your projects, but part of the collective to talk and get feedback as you work on those projects to make changes. Design is a process. Design is an iterative process. That means you do something, you learn from it, you do it again. We will be iterating all semester long as new things pop up, new challenges will inevitably occur. But I can guarantee you this, folks, no matter what happens with COVID, anything else, I am here with you as a fellow learner. I learn every single day because I try new things every single day and I fail spectacularly more than I actually succeed. But it's only failure if you refuse to learn from it. And in our program, we will learn. That's my goal. Not really, I care as much about growth, you growing as an individual, as I do about proficiency, your ability to use Adobe or whatever the tools are out there that you might have to use for a career. But at the end of the day, this works best if we are talking to each other, if we are communicating, if we're kind, if we're patient with each other. Learning is hard. There is an inherent amount of frustration in learning any new thing. Think about back to when you learned to ride a bike. How many times did you fall? If you can do it the first time without any effort, you didn't really learn anything. You could just do it. Learning is difficult. Learning will be frustrating, but that's what makes it worth it. And I'm excited to be on this journey with you this semester. So those of you who know me, can't wait to see you again. Those of you who I have yet to meet, I am so looking forward to it. Sharing stories, making an idiot of myself in the classroom. It's what I do. And I'm really just looking forward to this semester and making things happen here in the VCGD program at Northwest State Community College. Take care, everybody. Be good to each other.